But the decision itself wasn't actually the hard part. The hard part was trusting what I already knew before I had any proof that it was the right thing to do. And the more that I've reflected on that, the more that I've realized that this has actually been the lesson of my entire life. When I look back now, I can see that there were all of these little moments that slowly taught me to not trust myself. And it wasn't just one huge event, it was just really years of small experiences. I talked in other podcast episodes about getting diagnosed at 6 years old with anxiety and ADHD. And, I was always that kid who was taking longer to process information. I had to go to summer school every summer in elementary school. I constantly felt behind. I felt different. I was very emotional and very sensitive all the time about literally everything. And so all of those things made me feel like something was wrong with the way that my brain worked. So growing up, I was one of 5 siblings in a blended family, and I was always being compared. Nobody actually wants to do that. I don't think anyone's intentionally trying to compare you to anybody, but it just naturally happens, especially when it's a blended family. I don't know if I was noticing it, but I know that my family would get frustrated because I would take longer to get ready than everybody else. And I would take forever when I would go shopping or in the dressing room, and I would just always be struggling with timing. So school, it didn't fit how my brain learned. Even one story when I was in driving school and I was driving with like an adult, and they asked me like, okay, we're going to go down this road. Which way are you going to take? And in that moment, my brain thought, I know this route is going to take me home. I'm assuming the other route will too, but I'm just going to take this route. And the person got mad at me and was like, well, no, this way is faster. And it's like, well, you didn't ask me which way was faster. So there was just things that I felt like, every time it seemed like a no-brainer thing that I knew or could answer or whatever, it still was wrong. So I think that during all of those moments in my life, they caused a lot of issues where I wasn't really learning how to actually trust myself. I was learning how to more so question myself.